රංජිට මහමැතිකම දුන්නොත් මට ඒ සභාවේ ඇමතිවරයෙක් හැටියට කටයුතු කරන්න බෑ මට.
යම්කිසි අසාධාරණ සිරුත් අපි එතුමා ගන්න ඕනම තීරණයකට අපි එගයි.
Hello there, very good evening to you. This is Primetime News. We're coming to you live and direct from our studios here in Colombo. I'm Sonali Wanikabadake.
And I'm Nadim Majid. As always, let's start off with a look at your headlines this evening. Bertie Premalal Dissanayake says that he is not prepared to accept any post other than the post of Chief Minister. The convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation remanded. The Labour Minister says the invitation to enter voluntary arbitration remains open to university teachers. Water tariffs to increase from the 1st of next month.
Bertie Premalal Dissanayake says that he is not prepared to take up any position other than that of Chief Minister of the North Central Province. Speaking at a media briefing in Anuradhapura today, Bertie Premalal Dissanayake reiterated that if he does not receive the Chief Ministerial position, he will sit as an ordinary United People's Freedom Alliance councillor in the North Central Provincial Council.
S.M. Ranjit, who is the brother of former Minister S.M. Chandrasena, garnered the highest number of preferential votes at the recently concluded North Central Provincial Council election. Former Chief Minister Bertie Premalal Dissanayake was placed second in the preferential vote list. S.M. Chandrasena announced his resignation from the post of minister yesterday, stating that he was resigning as a cabinet minister to pave the way for his brother to take up the position of Chief Minister of the North Central Province. Tendering one's resignation does not qualify one's brother to become the Chief Minister. There is a series of qualifications that are required to become a Chief Minister. That is not a legitimate qualification. It is necessary to have experience in working in the council. One should have at least experience as a minister. These requirements will not be fulfilled by his resignation. I did not receive the position of cabinet minister on a bed of roses. I received it after enduring many difficulties. I did not give it up for nothing. When the steering committee was preparing to give the chief ministerial position to S.M. Ranjit, there was pressure exerted stating that it is unfair to give a cabinet ministerial position and a chief ministerial position to two members of the same family. This is why I resigned as a cabinet minister after taking into consideration our party and our government in order to make it easier for His Excellency the President. If the chief ministerial position is given to Ranjit, then I cannot work as a minister in the council. I can remain as an ordinary councillor. Independently, I can remain as a councillor of the Sri Lanka Freedom Party. I have no problem with that. The supremacy of the people should prevail. He is the only candidate that obtained more than 100,000 preferential votes in all three provinces. This person has obtained more votes than the person who was the chief minister for 13 years. Therefore, how can he be unsuitable? We cannot accept this. A person first announces his resignation for the sake of his younger brother and then says that the oath will be taken on a specific date. That is an announcement which we cannot accept. No correction has been issued as yet. All the party members were notified. His Excellency the President informed me to make preparations for the swearing in at 11:30 on the 24th. This message was given to me by the President of the country, who is the leader of the party. That is the assurance. Incidentally, Bertie Premalal Dissanayake arrived at the media briefing today along with a group of representatives from local government institutions in the Anuradhapura district. The group was introduced as the members of the Local Government Councillors Collective in the Anuradhapura district. If any injustice takes place, then we will agree with any decision he takes. All of us will hand over our letters of resignation to him. Around 130 councillors, chairman and vice chairman. It is necessary to act intelligently when taking decisions regarding the party. This is politics. This could be the first gunshot that splits the party. The local government representatives then proceeded to hand over their letters of resignation to Bertie Premalal Dissanayake. When a decision is made by a leader, it should be accepted. If there are those who cannot accept it, they will have to face the disciplinary committee. That is my opinion. The people will decide my political future.
And up next is a look at the newspaper cartoon of the day.
Labour Minister Gamini Lohuge says that the invitation extended by him to the university teachers to agree to a process of voluntary arbitration remains open. However, the Federation of University Teachers Associations insists that it is not willing to engage in any such voluntary arbitration.
One party can make a request to the Labour Commissioner to intervene in a labour-related issue between two parties under the Labour Disputes Act of the Labour Department. Accordingly, on a request made by the government, the Labour Commissioner has informed the Federation of University Teachers Association to enter a process of voluntary arbitration. If FUTA were to participate in the voluntary arbitration process, which is the first step in the arbitration process, both parties could sit down to discuss their issues with the Labour Commissioner, taking up the role of mediator. However, the Federation of University Teachers Association has rejected this invitation, stating that their issues are not labour-related.
That is, FUTA will not submit itself to any form of arbitration, whether voluntary or mandatory arbitration, simply because we do not see the issues that we have raised as an industrial, giving rise to the issues giving rise to an industrial dispute.
If voluntary arbitration does not take place, the next step which the Labour Commissioner could resort to is mandatory arbitration. If the Commissioner of Labour were to make such a call, both parties would be obliged to participate in the arbitration process.
The
common belief amongst trade unions, even amongst the international unions and the International Labour Organization, is that they do not accept the arbitration process is the best way of solving labour disputes. We have rejected the arbitration process. We will not resort to mandatory arbitration. We are looking at trying to resolve this through voluntary arbitration by holding discussions with them. University lecturers are a respectable group of people. Their respect should be safeguarded and the problems of the students should be resolved. We have invited them to resolve this in a respectable manner.
It was on the 4th of July that the university lecturers launched their strike action. The academic activities of universities have been paralysed owing to the university lecturers' strike, which has now continued for over 2 months. It is not only the university students who have been affected by the strike action launched by the university lecturers. It has also affected the advanced level students, as the lecturers have decided to refrain from participating in advanced level paper marking.
As a parent, I am asking for this problem to be resolved and the advanced level examination papers to be corrected. Their demands can be justified to a certain extent. The government should think about both sides and formulate a program.
However, the university lecturers are determined to continue the struggle to fulfill their demands. A public rally was organized by the lecturers at the Gatabe public grounds following another protest march today in order to remind the authorities about their demands.
University teachers begin a strike. 78 days since the strike began. We cannot give solutions to some of their demands. Some demands are hilarious. Some are contradictory. Universities reopen. There is no point in opening universities as no academic activities are taking place. What will happen to the students' future?
On to another one of our headline-making stories this evening. The convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation, Sanjeeva Bandara, was remanded till the 25th of this month by the Colombo Fort Magistrate Kanishka Wijeratne. The magistrate issued this order based on evidence presented by the Colombo Crimes Division.
Sanjeeva Bandara is charged with organising a protest and demonstration in a manner that disturbed the public, as well as causing damage estimated at 75,000 rupees to a police water cannon vehicle. According to the Colombo Crimes Division, several other individuals are also to be arrested on the same charges. The lawyers appearing on behalf of Sanjeeva Bandara pointed out that the police had aligned themselves with the government and are levelling baseless charges in an attempt to suppress the university students. The magistrate stated that bail could be granted if Sanjeeva Bandara submits a sworn affidavit stating that he would no longer organise protests and demonstrations that inconvenience the public.
Meanwhile, several protests were held by university students across the country over the arrest of Sanjeeva Bandara. Now, various individuals expressed their views on the arrest.
He was arrested at around 5 p.m. when he was on his way from the Colombo Fort area to Court Tower on a bus. 3 individuals in civilian clothing had attempted to force him out of the bus. There was another student travelling with him. He also got down at this point. He saw Sanjeeva Bandara boarding a police jeep which bore the name Slave Island and was driven away. This is clearly an abduction, not an arrest.
මේ පැහැදිලිව තින්නේ පැහැර අත්තරන් ගැනීමක් නෙවෙයි පැහැර ගැනීමක්.
ඊයේ සවස අන්තර්විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ශිෂ්‍ය බල මණ්ඩලයේ කැඳවුම්කරු සංජීව බණ්ඩාර අත්අඩංගුවට ගන්න ලැබුව පොලිසිය.
The convener of the Inter-University Students' Federation, Sanjeeva Bandara, was arrested yesterday. This arrest was similar to an abduction. Sanjeeva Bandara was arrested inside a bus by police officers dressed in civilian clothing. This group, who were not in police uniform, had forced him to get down and had abducted him. We do not believe that this is a legal arrest.
බස් සොයාගෙන ඔහුව පැහැර ගැනීමකට ලක් කරලා තිබුණා. ඒකට මේක අපි හිතන්නේ නීති අනුකූල අත්අඩංගුවට ගැනීමක් කියලා.
According to the Presidential Media Unit, President Mahinda Rajapaksa met his Indian counterpart Pranab Mukherjee today. Now, following the meeting with the Indian President, President Mahinda Rajapaksa engaged in bilateral discussions with the Indian Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. According to the Presidential Media Unit, the main aim of the discussions was to strengthen bilateral relations between the two nations. A release issued by the Presidential Media Unit also noted that President Rajapaksa is due to attend a special function to lay the foundation stone for an international Buddhist university in Sanchi, India.
Colombo Fort Magistrate Kanishka Wijeratne today ordered prison officials to produce the son of Minister Mervyn Silva, Malika Silva, and Rehan Wijeratne, who are currently in remand custody, before court tomorrow. The order was issued in accordance with a request made by lawyers representing both the complainant and the respondents.
The magistrate also ordered the Major of the Sri Lanka Army, who is alleged to have been attacked, to appear before court tomorrow. The lawyers appearing on behalf of Malika Silva and Rehan Wijeratne requested the case be taken up ahead of the next court date, as both parties had agreed on a settlement. The counsel of the respondents further noted that the complainant was being kept at the military hospital merely based on the requirements of high-ranking officials. The counsel for the complainant stated that his client wishes to withdraw the case. The magistrate inquired as to why court was not informed of this at the commencement of the hearing. In response, the counsel for the complainant stated that his client, who was in a state of shock following the assault while receiving treatment in hospital, has seen a media report that Malika Silva and Rehan Wijeratne had assaulted him. The lawyer noted that his client had recalled that no such assault was carried out by them. The magistrate inquired as to whether the complainant will be able to explain to court what took place. Responding to this, the lawyer stated that it will be possible. Meanwhile, the Colombo Crimes Division informed court today that the sworn affidavit of the complainant has been forwarded to the Police Legal Division. The Colombo Crimes Division further noted that since no instructions have been given to them in this regard, they will be able to present the details to court tomorrow. Taking into consideration the submissions of both parties, the magistrate stated that since a complaint has been made, the respondents should appear before court.